Warning: the following video has not been approved by the Comic Code Authority and is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Comic Assassin. Thank you so much for joining me. And once again, 2 videos in a row, I'm having to do a redo. So my intentional goal was to show you some books I picked up on Whatnot and eBay, mostly Whatnot. But due to the packaging, I had some major issues. And after reviewing some of the books themselves, I thought I would take the opportunity to, one, make the video 4 or 5 minutes less so you don't have to watch me open. I even pre-opened most of the packaging, but some of these were like Russian dolls. Like I kept on going in, there was another package, it got smaller and smaller, and finally got to the end, which was the comic book. So to save you some time and also to offer some insight on some of the books, it was a learning lesson for me on one of them that, I just wanted to remake this video. All right, because I'm sure you don't want to hear the crumpling and the tearing and seeing me get frustrated. So let's just jump into it. So once again, most of these are Whatnot buys. If you're familiar with Whatnot, basically they start off with the shipping being like $4 or $5 for a book, and after that it's usually 50 cents for an additional book. So with this first one, I picked this one up. It was Uncanny X-Men 207. Right, and spent roughly about $9 on the book. Right, very, very classic John Romita Jr. cover. Very pleased to have that, but now I'm invested with the $5 shipping, and I was looking to see what was coming up, and I wasn't really seeing much coming up, but this book came up, and I was like, you know what? It's not a character that I was seeking. I like the title, and that's Marvel Premiere. Now, Marvel Premiere's got some really good keys in there, and this is one of them. And this is Marvel Premiere featuring Hercules number 26. Now, Hercules isn't the biggest front runner for comic book characters, but this is his first solo title featuring, right? So I spent about $10 on that just to get that combined shipping. Both in great condition. Pleased with that. Second one coming up, I think this was from, and I forget who that was from, I apologize. I believe this one was from Golden State Comics. I believe a seller out of California. Book came up, it's one that I needed. It's from my ASM run, and that's Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 28. Right there. Spent six books on the book, so I'm pleased with it. That's reasonable price range. Now this next one is the one that I had the biggest issue. One, it's the biggest steal that I got out of the whole bunch I'm going to show you. It's also the one I had the most issues with when it came to the packaging. And I forget, I'm going to call you out. C. Fuller 97 on Whatnot. Great seller, great book, great price. Man, but the packaging was it was the crappiest out of all of them. Just going to say it. And then it's the Amazing Spider-Man 430. First appearance of the Cosmic Carnage. I paid $4 for this book, plus shipping, which would be $9. That's the only book I picked up. But this book alone, I just checked. After I did the original video, I went back and checked just to see what some the current prices are. $30 to $50 book all day long, and this is in great condition. I love the condition of the book. I mean, even back and front. So I have no problem with the condition. I love the price, but man, it was packaged in an envelope with one piece of cardboard up to the side, and that's it. No, as you can see, no backing board. It's even inside out. It's backwards when it comes to the bag, so it was even bagged properly. So that really frustrated me. Now, if it's like $1 book, I don't care. It's whatever. I get it. But when you're looking at a book that could be which is a $30 to $50 book, you expect a little bit something more, right? But there you go. Amazing Spider-Man 430. It's been one I've been wanting for a while, and I'm glad I waited, because that's the kind of deal I was wanting on that book. because it does go for 30 to 40, 50 bucks, and it's been doing that consistently for quite a while now. All right, now the last three things I'm going to show you have a little bit of a trend to them, right? So this next book I'm going to show you, it's one that probably everybody has in their collection. It's one that you're going to find in dollar bins all day long. And I actually already have 2 copies of this that I probably found in dollar bins, still in the poly bag, but I paid $8 for it. So why did I pay $8 for it? First off, the book is X-Force #1. Right, and we all know that we've seen this book, and you will continue to see this book in dollar bins from here on out. If not a 25, 50-cent bin, even with the poly bag. But the reason why I bought it for that price is because of this guy right here. And this is one that does have the Deadpool card. You know me, I'm a Deadpool fan. I really wanted to pick that up. But there's also an additional card in there. So I don't know if any of y'all have this. Let me know if you get an additional card in there. Right? I don't want to open up the poly bag, of course, for obvious reasons, but yeah, I think it was $7 I could pay for plus shipping. I'm pleased with finally getting the X-Force Deadpool card, because I think both the copies I have had Shatterstar in it. Now this next one is not a comic book, but it is comic book related, and I was surprised with the packaging. This was super overdone packaging. So it came back in an envelope like you were expecting a comic book or even a slab in. And it comes with a bag. It comes with a top loader. And even the item inside has another wrapping. So very well packaged. And as you can see, it is a gold. When I say gold, it ain't real gold, but gold foil Deadpool $100 bill. Right? Got that for $2. And even the seller, once I won it for $2, like, oh man, I wish I would have kept that for myself. And honestly, you can go on eBay right now and you can buy things of like packages of 5 for like $10 or something crazy like that. Now, once again, those were from like China, so I don't know how authentic they are versus what this is supposed to be. But it's not something that's like, crazy. But this is one of those like cool things that I saw. I was like, man, how cool would that be just to have up on my shelf? But yeah, just super overdone packaging, as you can see. It's like this is like a top loader, or very, very thick packaging. Now this next book. This is a book that I was really, really excited to show you guys. I spent a chunk of change on this book, or at least what I know is kind of top dollar for this book. And it's because I was having a hard time getting it for anything less. And it's an iconic cover. I love this cover to death. I spent $56 on this book, and it was listed as near mint. I looked at the pictures on eBay. This is an eBay purchase from Slabbed Issues. Slabbed Issues. Now I have some issues because it was labeled as a near mint. But nonetheless, I'm pleased that I finally have a copy of this book. But it's not near mint. And that is Deadpool number 54. Just a classic cover of Punisher and Deadpool. You got your Steve Dillon goodness here. Just a great book. And I've been really wanting this cover, but like I said, for the longest time, even before the comic boom, this was easily a $50 book. So it was just one of those nights, maybe a little bit tipsy bidding situation, where the book was there. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pull the trigger. I just want to get it over with. I want it in my collection. And boom, got it. So yeah, got that. But here's my issue, and it's also my fault. I'm owning up on this one. Because like I said, I'm showing you stuff that I bought from last year that just have been kept in the boxes, right? This was not even, it's no longer even on my eBay purchase list. I had to go through some like weird thing to find out once again the listing for this, and I can't open up the old listing. but it was labeled as a near mint. And I did go through this person's reviews. They do have a decent, it's like a 99.8, but everyone that had a negative comment about the seller, it was basically for the same issue. Basically saying that it was labeled as something that wasn't. Now, I don't know if you can be able to pick this up or not, but right here, it's just super wavy. Might be able to press out, but I don't press books because I don't resell books. I don't slab books. Obviously you got some corner issue right there. So yeah, just to put an NM on this one, man, like I said, it might show up when I review the video. I don't know. But to pay top dollar for this book, and once seeing it, I'm like, damn, I wish I would have opened it up earlier and made a complaint. That's all I should have done. So that was a lesson learned for me, that to quit buying books, quit keeping them stacked up, because I want to be able to make content for everybody, and just open them up and just see what you got. Because if you have issues, go ahead and address them. Other than that, it seems like it's in decent condition. But yeah. So there you go. Deadpool number 54. Very awesome cover, and honestly one to look out for. I mean, look how that Wolverine 88 has blown up, right? The iconic cover with Deadpool and Wolverine, once Wolverine was mentioned to be in Deadpool, right? What do you think is going to happen if a Deadpool Punisher situation arises in the MCU? Well, I'll tell you what, I can't think of any cover more iconic than this one, right? And there are deals to be had. This is one that, like I said, it was consistently $50 for a long time. You can get steals. You can get them for 20. You can get them for 30. You can get them for 40. If these are either or characters that you enjoy, I highly. Alright, so glitch in the system. Luck happens that my battery went dead. I'm not remaking this video again. I just want to charge it real quick and just thank you all for coming checking out this video. Please come back and check me out. I love talking to you guys. Like, subscribe if you want to. I don't care, but for the most part, leave a comment down below. Let me just think about these pickups, and I just like talking with you folks. It ain't about fame, it ain't about fortune. It's about being real and talking about comic books. With that being said, this is Drewski, the Comic Assassin. We'll check you later. Peace.